Nestled within the grand historic walls of the New York Public Library, Marc Jacobs unveiled his Spring-Summer 2025 collection, a whimsical, larger-than-life spectacle titled Courage. This show, which was both streamed digitally and presented in person, felt less like a traditional runway and more like the visual diary of a surreal, animated dream. True to its title, the collection dared to challenge reality, blur the lines between costume and couture, and push the limits of individuality and fashion. In this season, Marc Jacobs didn't just present clothing, he presented characters, concepts, and caricatures of beauty and power, merging fantasy with fashion in a way that was both captivating and jarring. First impressions, a whimsical whirlwind. The moment the first model stepped into view, the show instantly transported viewers into a bizarre, alternate world, something between a 1960s mod film, a Tim Burton fantasy, and a twisted children's cartoon. The oversized shoes brought to mind the image of animated mice, while the disheveled hairstyles hinted at a chaotic yet creative vision reminiscent of Alice in Wonderland. One could almost imagine these models as eerie, dreamlike figures, part of a child's vivid imagination and part of a sophisticated adult commentary on identity and perception. Each model seemed to carry an aura of exaggerated expression, their appearance immediately readable in terms of mood. Some emitted a bold confidence, while others hinted at something darker, even antagonistic. Setting the tone, echoes of the past, visions of the present. The opening look set the tone with confidence. There was an unmistakable continuation from Jacobs' previous creative directions, especially reminiscent of his Vogue editorial featuring Kaya, where he guest edited under Anna Wintour's approval. This show felt like a theoretical sequel, a deepening of his narrative rather than a departure. Yet despite his continuity with past collections, there was something more stark, more angular, more androgynous about this one. The drama was still present, but this time less in fertility femininity and more in structured audacity. Thematic threads, whimsy meets authority. While the show was clearly avant-garde and intended to be interpreted, it wasn't always emotionally legible. Watching it felt more like reading a graphic novel with abstract art panels, powerful and poetic, but not always easy to understand. Still, the message was clear. Be bold, be original, be seen. The collection emphasized boldness, color, structure, and quirkiness with an unapologetically serious tone. Jacobs didn't want to present quirky for the sake of fun. His garments communicated that whimsy itself can be powerful. In fact, the theoretical silhouettes, oversized material, and one-color costume-like looks embodied a sense of command. The models wore their clothing like armor, bright, bizarre armor of self-expression. The exaggerated scale of the garments, where clothes often dwarfed the model's head, created a striking visual language that refused to blend into any conventional norm. Fabric, form, and function. Couture meets craft. The materials were as rich and varied as the concepts behind them. Titanium and acetate were used for eyewear, while the garments featured everything from leather and canvas to crochet and macrame and fringe. The handcraft felt added to the storybook aesthetic, one that hinted at artisan, not automation. Sharp tailoring in pants and deliberately hanging deconstructed dresses gave the collection a dual nature, precise and poetic, wearable yet wow. Some looks felt like walking sculptures, especially the sequins dress that, though unexpected among the predominantly pastel monochrome palette, still adhered to Jacobs' vision of one-color, high-impact drama. The silhouettes, massive, exaggerated shoulders, and bombacious extension gave many garments a 3D feel. The goated out from the body with confidence, refusing to sit flat or follow the rules of gravity. The styling felt mechanical but emotionally raw, almost as if the characters were walking dream guards, protectors of a child's imagination. Styling and statement accessories. The shoes stood out not only for their scale but for their peculiar rat-tail shape, long, pointy, and theoretical. They added an animated absurdity to the model's movement. The styling played a critical role in selling the vision. Hair and makeup looked purposely undone, rolled out of bed messy, yet unmistakably intentional. The models, particularly those styled with black lipstick and smudged eyes, seemed like ethereal guardians in a surrealist children's story, blending elegance with unease. Highlights and misses. Among the standout looks, look 19, a baby doll dress paired with red heels and a black bow, feminine, flowy, and doll-like. It exuded a girlish charm. The contrast of colors and the structure made it both soft and commanding. Look 24, a long-sleeve black and white polka dot top with shorts and black heels. The drama of the polka dots and the villainous flair made it feel like something a fashion-forward Disney villain might wear, a perfect mix of costume and style. These looks stood out because they were not only memorable but also wearable, unlike some of the more abstract looks. They echo individuality without losing structure. However, look 20, a black jacket, red scarf, black pants, and black heels, missed the mark. The makeup, especially the black lipstick, felt overdone and redundant, diminishing the impact. Look 5 also fell short due to an unflattering hairstyling that clashed with the garment's color story. Casting and inclusivity. Casting was disappointingly homogeneous. There were a few bald, statist black models, but the majority were thin, white, and traditionally beautiful. The collection's visual bravery didn't extend to body, racial, or gender diversity, which stood in stark contrast to its themes of embracing uniqueness and power. The models did match the mood, ethereal, aloof, strong, but the lack of inclusion undercut the message. Environment and atmosphere. The setting inside the New York Public Library was majestic but minimal. No elaborate set design, just a long alley of bookshelves where models walked like curious beings navigating a surreal archive. Lighting was functional rather than dramatic, and the soundtrack, sadly, forgettable. While the setting enhanced the intellectual, eerie tone, it felt like it was chosen more for convenience than narrative intent. A reflection on Marc Jacobs' evolution. Compared to past collections, this one maintained Jacobs' signature sense of drama, but shifted in tone from flirtatiously feminine to abstractly androgynous. Where past seasons indulged in girlish exaggeration, this collection stripped that back in favor of something more conceptual and stern. Still, it was unmistakably Marc. Dramatic, risky, meticulously constructed, and filled with commentary. In sum, Marc Jacobs' Spring-Summer 2025 collection was a fashion fairy tale told through armor-like garments, cartoonish proportions, and colors drawn from the furniture palettes of the 1960s. It was haunting, humorous, and oddly profound. While not all choices landed perfectly and inclusivity was lacking, the show offered a vivid, memorable statement of the power of personal style in a surreal world. If fashion is about vision, courage proved that Jacobs is still one of the most fearless dreamers. And that's my take on the Spring-Summer 2025 Marc Jacobs fashion show. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And as always, I'll see you in my next one.
Special perks. Join my Patreon today and become part of an even closer community. For just $4.99, my bronze members get a special Bronze Kiss badge, 2 live videos a week, early access to my new videos, and exclusive discounts on my merch. That's 65% off. Upgrade to Silver for $9.99 and get member shoutouts, 4 exclusive videos every month, custom wallpapers, and exclusive GIFs and emojis to use in your live streams. Gold members, you get a custom emojis to use during videos and streams, plus a free birthday gift. Show off that Gold Kiss badge in style. Feeling extra? Go Platinum for $19.99 and be subscriber of the month with shoutouts, a video of your choice posted, and a free gift with every new launch of merch. So what are you waiting for? Pick your level and join my Patreon today for exclusive perks and all the behind-the-scenes fun. Can't wait to see you there.